This man is the FBI's most wanted man. And today, he came forward to turn himself in. He walked into the lobby of the FBI, handed his passport to the staff, then calmly turned around and took off his clothes. At this time, the staff finally found out the identity of the man. She immediately set off the alarm. The armed police quickly mobilized. The man was captured. His surrender made the whole FBI very nervous. No one knew what he was up to. But at least one thing is for sure. He was not here to go to jail. His name was Raymond. He was a talented officer at the Naval Academy. When he graduated at 24, he became a candidate for senior officers. And then he disappeared and leaked many classified documents. Over the course of several decades, he built up his criminal empire, when in fact he never committed a crime. He was just the administrator of Crime World, Red, as he was called, and the first thing he did after he turned himself in was to expose the crimes of his peers. Raymond told the head of the FBI that there was a terrorist in the country right now. He was about to carry out a terrorist attack. If he wanted more detailed information, he had to meet with someone named Elizabeth. Elizabeth is a criminal profiler. It's her first day on the job. She had no idea the FBI came to pick her up in a combat helicopter. Elizabeth was stunned on the way. Agent Donald explained the situation to Elizabeth. Elizabeth was confused because she didn't know Raymond at all. She also did not know why Raymond wanted him. After Elizabeth arrived at the scene, Raymond gave her some information. Within an hour, a man named Zamani would kidnap the general's daughter. The terrorist attack would take place within 36 hours. And as to why he wanted to see Elizabeth, Raymond didn't say much. Elizabeth then called in an entire armored unit. They picked up the general's daughter, Bella, just as they crossed a bridge. They were told that the road was closed. The convoy turned around immediately. And then something unexpected happened. They were ambushed. The target was Bella. They had no choice. Elizabeth had to hand Bella over. She returned to the base and questioned Raymond. At this point, Raymond finally revealed his true feelings. He was willing to help the FBI capture Zamani, only if he has freedom of movement. The police had no other choice but to agree to it. Then, based on Raymond's tip, the police found a man nicknamed the Innkeeper. He specializes in providing safe houses for criminals. Through interrogation, the police tracked down the ammunition expert known as Chemist. In between the interrogation of the chemist, Elizabeth planned to go home and take a break. She was surprised to find her husband, Tom, had been kidnapped by Zamani. Zamani pressed Elizabeth how much they knew about their plan. Elizabeth said they only guessed that there would be a bomb. They didn't know anything else. Zamani believed it. Before he left, he stabbed Tom again. Fortunately, Tom was seriously wounded, but his life was not in danger. Elizabeth thought Raymond had set it all up, so she went to confront Raymond. When she got a negative answer, Elizabeth was furious. She stabbed a pencil into Raymond's neck. The next day, Elizabeth went to the hospital to find Raymond, only to find Raymond had jumped out the window and escaped. Raymond found Zamani. It turns out that Raymond was the one who kidnapped Tom, but Raymond had nothing to do with the terrorist attack. Zamani also didn't know Raymond had turned himself in. Through conversation, Raymond learned that Zamani was actually trying to spread the plague through explosions, and that his main targets were children. At this point, the police came after Raymond through the tracker on his body. Elizabeth recalled the meeting with Zamani yesterday. At that time, Zamani had a stamp on his hand. Elizabeth immediately went to the zoo. She did see Bella, who had been kidnapped. Bella was sitting alone on a bench. Elizabeth pulled her clothes off. She found a chemical bomb, and with just over 2 minutes left before detonation, the bomb disposal experts could not get there in time. On the other hand, Agent Donald tracked him all the way to the roof. He didn't expect to see Zamani instead of Raymond. Donald shot and killed him. Then he found Raymond's tracker on him. It turns out that everything is under Raymond's control. Meanwhile, the bomb on Bella's body is about to detonate. A mysterious man suddenly appeared. He says Raymond sent him here. In the end, there was no danger. The bomb is defused. The man picks up the bomb and runs away happily. Raymond reappears at the same time. They succeeded in stopping a vicious incident that could have shocked the world. At this time, the police had to take a fresh look at this notorious criminal. For the first time, they sat her down to negotiate as equals. Raymond finally reveals his true intentions. He had a blacklist of criminals, including the reactionary gang leaders, spies, hackers, and politicians. Zamani only was a minor player on it. He will help the police to catch these people, but he has two conditions. One, he must be given unlimited immunity. Let him have full freedom of action. The second is that he will only deal with Elizabeth. But Elizabeth was in no mood for that. She was cleaning up her husband's blood, suddenly discovered a hidden compartment in the floor. Inside was an ordinary wooden box. Elizabeth opened the box and saw there were millions of dollars of personal money inside, and a thick pile of passports with different identities. There was even a gun inside. What is Tom's real identity? Why did Raymond turn himself in? And why did he only deal with Elizabeth? To find out what happened, point, praise, and follow.